I am C-3PO, Human Cyborg Relations, and I am a character that I can't remember. He was in a movie, right?
And I am your father.
No, that can't be true. That's impossible.
Like the moves that you're doing on purpose, sing like a singing on key. Talk to the girl that intimidates you, pretend that you're brilliant and charming. I said pretend that you're brilliant and charming. Hey!
Some might say the force is strong with our host, Jason Suel.
Yeah, welcome folks. Later with Jason Suel. So glad you're here. Bo Counts, what's up?
Reading.
You're. It's the first time you broke out a book in a while, huh?
Well, it's got pictures.
All right,
so,
that's the truth.
Yeah, I mean, mostly it's words, but I found the pictures.
You found the pictures.
Yeah,
you can
I
always
did.
do that.
And I didn't know The Force Awakens was based on a novel.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. That's right. Today is May the 4th, so May the 4th be with you, everybody. Yes.
And also with you.
Thank you.
Yes.
We're talking about movies today on the show. Let's just quickly, if there could be a Star Wars character that you wished had an origin movie. I know we've done a couple of these now in the Star Wars universe, but what Star Wars character would you want to see an origin movie made from? Bo, what do you? Let's start with you.
Always partial to IG-88, that tall, cylinder head bounty hunter that's always in the background.
Yeah.
Like, what's his deal? What makes him tick?
I didn't even know he had a name
He
until
does.
right now.
Numbers.
IG-88. That's good. Charlie Platt, what do you think? Origin story.
Either Uncle Owen or Aunt Beru. Either one of those two.
Oh, what an interesting couple
right?
they are. Yes.
Kind of Grapes of Wrath type thing.
Yeah, how did they get there on Tatooine out there having their own farm?
And why?
And why? And why blue milk?
And then turning into
milk.
a skeleton.
Who knows? Jason Redcliffe, what are you thinking?
I'm thinking either the Gronk droid or Salacious Crumb. I'm not sure which one.
Salacious Crumb. Why did he choose Jabba's butt to hang out with all the time?
All the time.
I feel like you're the Salacious Crumb of Later with Jason Sewell.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
We gotta have one.
Yes. I am your father over there, Derek. What do you think?
More Jawas, please.
Yes, more
More
Jawas.
Jawas.
Where did they come from? What is
Or
their
just like
story?
one heroic Jawa that bucks the system, you know, and he's just like,
Yes.
doesn't want to get into the junk business, and he wants to be, I don't know,
A
like
Jedi.
A Jedi. Jedi Jawas. I love it. Owen, what do you think?
I would love to see an origin story for the Sarlacc pit. Like, how did that thing get in the sand? Like,
I like that.
It's got to have a personality.
just
know.
the journey of all the things digesting in its guts over the next 1,000
How long
years.
do they? Yeah, how long do they actually survive down
Just
there?
read the
before
book Dune.
Yeah, it's Dune.
It's
That's
Dune.
what it is. It's
Well-
the crossover universe.
I think we're showing off our white and nerdy on this episode already, but we got some amazing things coming up because we're taking a look at the Bentonville Film Festival. We got friends joining us from BFF.
happening
It's
again?
happening again.
Seems
That's
like it was
right.
just the other day.
I know. We've got all the info you want to know about BFF on this episode. And then the band Jamie Lou and the Hullabaloo. I'm really excited about their music video that's going to air a little bit later in the show.
Again,
and down
it
there,
just seemed like they were on the show the other day.
No, this is a new one, and you're going to love it.
Okay, just making sure.
And Jason Willems down there at our chef's table mixing us up a drink today. Hey, Jason, what are we going to be tasting down there at the chef's table today?
Hey, Cinco de Mayo's coming up, so we're going to do the Don Ramon Fresh Margarita. See you guys soon.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, we will
A
see you
marg,
soon.
a fresh marg on today's show. Sounds great. Yes, and we got a little fun, all of the fun things happening right here a little bit later. We are coming to you from the set of Max Winslow and the House of Secrets. The same filmmaking team that brought you the movie Freddy is back in Northwest Arkansas to make another film. This one centers on a house and secrets. Okay, we're here with Jeff Wild. Jeff Wild is the writer of Max Winslow and the House of Secrets. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me. Well, that's right. You know, I originally wanted to make an adult movie about an evil house that turns on a married couple and kind of interferes in their life. But then Sean, the director, came to me and said, "Hey, we need a script for a good kids movie." Right. And I go, "Well, maybe I can make it not about adults and age it down a little bit and make the house not quite so sinister."
What do you think about the the actors that are portraying the characters that you created?
It's incredible. And it's, as a writer, you always have it pictured in your head. And I think there's probably no way it can ever really mirror that. But the cool thing is that it's better than what I had in my head. And all of the actors are so incredible and so great that they do it better than I could have imagined. So it's really exciting.
I think the locations here are completely unique and completely different than something you get out of Los Angeles. A lot of times when you're in Los Angeles, a lot of it has like that desert kind of feel and that very kind of southwestern vibe. And here you have such a different climate. We ran into snow one day, and it was kind of a blessing for one of our scenes because I guess it hadn't snowed here in 4 years, and we ended up with snow, and it added another element to what our character was going through in that scene, and it made it that much better. But there's a lot of interesting houses and buildings, and I mean the Bentonville High School is like no other high school I've ever seen. If you shoot in Los Angeles, everybody's kind of they're either in the business or they're affected by the business, so they don't really, it's a hassle. And here, everyone is so interested in film and so enthusiastic about it that it makes our job a lot easier, and it also makes it a lot more fun.
Awesome. Sean, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. Absolutely.
Sam's Furniture doing good. Shine a spotlight on your neighborhood.
We're here at Music Corner at Sam's Furniture, and I'm joined by Paul Boss, who's going to fill us in on some details about Reboot Alliance. Tell us a little bit about the program.
Yes, sir. Reboot Alliance is a 12-week course focusing on combat trauma.
Okay.
We take both the clinical aspect as well as being a faith-based organization, take a holistic approach.
Right.
The focuses are the roots of trauma.
Okay.
Regardless of how that trauma comes, whether you're a veteran or a first responder, the process being clinical is the same.
Right. And you were talking to us a little bit about your success rate, right? Fill us in on those
We've had
details
4,500 graduates of this course. We've had one suicide last year, which is bad, but the reality is that could have been 4,500 suicides. So the track record is great as far as reaching people. And not only does it help the individual, it helps the family and therefore the community.
I like that. You've got a high success rate. You're doing work to help reboot the community. Thank you so much for filling us in on what you got going on.
Thank you. We're doing our best to take care of business.
Absolutely. Yeah, welcome back. Later with Jason Suel. I got hot, so I lost. It was hot in here, Ashley. I had to lose my jacket because I'm so excited about this interview talking about Bentonville Film Festival with Ashley Edwards. Thank you for joining us on Later with Jason.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
So right off the bat, what is your role? You do a lot in the community. People know you and have seen your faces in a lot of different places. What's your role specifically with BFF?
I am the programming manager, and I'm over filmmaker relations.
Okay. Yeah. So this is the 5th year.
I know.
Can you believe that?
I know, it's crazy.
Bo, I mean, I remember when the festival started.
I remember when the festival didn't even have a movie theater.
That was just like last year.
Right. Oh, yeah.
But now they got the gorgeous Skylight Cinema, which is an amazing space in downtown Bentonville. How have you seen or noticed the festival change throughout the years?
I remember working in year 1 when it was at NWAC. When we had a screening venue there, and I was venue manager.
Yes. So you started there. You've kind of worked your way up then, right? Venue manager, and now you're program
Guest services was next, and then now programming
And then she'll take over the world.
I don't know about that. But I think that, I don't know, it was like all, the very first year, I think it was so exciting for everyone because you had all this talent coming in and all these different people that we hadn't seen before. And now I feel like we've gotten used to it, and we can appreciate what we're really trying to do, which is to the films.
to appreciate film. I mean, we're educating the community, really, because what you're describing is, you know, that first year it was like, oh my gosh, all these stars are here.
Right.
And now we've sustained that. We're still excited about the stars and the
I'm like,
filmmakers
oh, cool,
to come.
will.i.am, riding bikes around town. Okay,
Right.
what's next?
Yes.
Right.
But then, now we're getting down to the meat of it, which is
Right.
the film and the filmmaking industry.
Right.
What are some exciting events coming up for this year's BFF?
Have a little thing on Tuesday night and kick the festival off on Wednesday, which is actually the opening day. It's shorter.
It's shorter this year.
This year.
Okay.
I guess more quality.
Right, more quality and jam it into just a
Exactly.
few days and get people out there and excited
More
about it.
people in the theaters, don't have such a competition for the films with each other.
Yeah.
And then we have our international spotlight category this year, which we've never had a specific section for international films.
That's so important.
Exactly, I love it too. And then our competition, which is narrative, documentary, shorts, and episodics. So those will play until Saturday.
Okay.
And
So the festival then runs really Wednesday to Saturday.
yeah, the award shows on Saturday night.
Let's talk about maybe any big, I don't know, films or maybe specific to this region. Arkansas filmmakers. How is Arkansas involved in the film festival this year?
Arkansas is involved. Well, we are screening a film called Sweet Inspirations.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, a lot of people probably know that in this area. And Rock Hill Studios is the producer, and that will be in our family category.
Nice.
And so I thought it would be, I don't know, it just fit. It's
Yeah.
also on mission. So that's our biggest thing, are the films on mission.
Yeah.
Bentonville Film Festival gives access to female filmmakers, diverse filmmakers,
Right.
filmmakers of color that perhaps maybe didn't have that access, or just kind of, I don't know, says, you know, this film festival, we have a specific criteria. You have to have, you know, either 50% of your crew cast has to be diverse, female. So there's some qualifications.
parameters, yeah, some
that you have to
qualifications that
meet.
you go through.
And that is our mission, is to show everyone can be included on
Right.
screen.
Yeah, that's
basically.
That's such a great forward-thinking mission to have too, and I love that it's stayed consistent through all the years of the festival. It was there at the inception, and it's still true to this day. And I love the fact that it's kind of spreading out from downtown too. It still has that downtown footprint, but there's things happening all over the community.
Right.
Ashley, thank you so much for taking the time
You're
to tell
welcome.
us about what's happening with Bentonville Film Fest. And you can check out that newly revamped website, bentonvillefilmfestival.com. Stick around, we got more happening later.
Our musical guests brought to you by Walton Arts Center. Walton Arts Center, a home for Broadway right here in your own backyard.
Margarita Maya, whoa. Tequila Don Ramon.
Yeah, we're joined here, Jason Willems, Diamond Beverage Group.
I always like it when he comes by because then there's, I don't know, libations.
Libations.
I come bearing gifts.
Absolutely, you
to
do.
keep your keep you guys on track.
That's right. Keep us well oiled as well.
Lubricated.
So it looks like we've got some tequila here today. What are we talking about? What are
Well,
we into?
May the 4th.
May
So
the 4th.
tomorrow, you guys know.
Cinco.
Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo.
Which I don't know if you know this. It stands for May the 5th. So that's there you go.
Spanish lesson.
We learn
Spanish.
things every day
Every
on
day.
the show.
Every
so I'm
day.
going to go ahead and start.
So we thought we would bring our Tequila Don Ramon,
Yeah.
beautiful, a new tequila that's available here in Arkansas. This is the number 3 selling tequila in all of Mexico.
Wow.
All of Mexico.
Number 3?
Number 3. There's a ton of tequila on the market.
It's
our
probably
brand.
because that one has like a Game of Thrones thing on
Yeah.
it.
It's that is actually the Golden Eagle. It's a little acrylic
Yeah.
topper, and the eagle is important to both the Mexican culture and to the to American culture.
Absolutely.
So kind of a nice crossover and tie-in. So we're gonna make for you guys today the Don Ramon fresh margarita.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Fresh
Right.
margarita.
Yeah.
And see, the thing about a fresh margarita that I love so much is most people don't know about a fresh margarita, which is crazy because it's the base.
Right.
Everybody thinks it's the mix that's in the grocery store or the frozen mess.
No,
like-
that stuff is chock full of high fructose corn syrup, and my body's a temple, and I don't put that type of stuff
I
in.
like that.
So
you started out. You got some lime in there.
You bet, fresh lime. So what I did is I took a lime, I cut it in half, and then cut it in half again. So took these lime quarters into the mixing tin and muddled those fresh. You want to express some of the oil off the rind, right?
Gotcha.
So then we're going to take Tequila Don Ramon Silver. You can make this with the Reposado or whatever you want, but we're going to go in with 1.5 ounces of that. So
we got the muddled lime.
Got the muddled lime, and I've already added our 1.5 ounces of Tequila Don Ramon.
Yep.
And then we're going to use an orange liqueur, and I like to use this beautiful Fair Spirits, which is fair trade sourced. This is our kumquat liqueur. Kumquat!
Because you got to have an orange citrus component.
Little citrus component to it, and then we're going to do just a tiny little splash of water. This
water in
came
there.
from the spring on your property. Thank you for sending this
You're
over.
absolutely welcome. That's
A little bit of
that's,
agave nectar.
Yep. And then we have
like
we have to balance the citrus and the acid, and so we're going to put that in there. And then we happen to have our free range ice that's down here.
Free range.
Farm to table.
Came from the glacier.
That's right.
We're going to shake it, and do a little bit of.
Oh!
Look out, Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise is in the house.
So, and get that all down right there. Pour it up.
Nice.
Leave the limes in there.
Boom.
Nice and frothy. Fresh
Boom.
margarita from Tequila Don Ramon.
Oh,
Jason?
I love it.
I know, right? I know.
There's
Let's
more
do
than
this.
one.
Oh,
there we
gosh.
go. Oh, yeah.
There
Oh,
you go.
man.
There you go.
Thank
Bo.
you. Thank you. I got a
man.
sip. Jason Willems, thank you so much.
You bet.
What a beautiful story about this Tequila Don Ramon. I love it.
It's great. It's authentic, and it's available.
That's right.
At a
Right
local
here
store near you.
in Arkansas. I love
and
it.
all these sizes, tiny, and then medium, and then bow.
And this is the bow size.
Yeah, the
exactly.
bow size.
Game of Thrones bow size. Jason, again, thank you for being here. Stick
bet.
around, folks. We got more happening later. I know you got that big one over there, Bo.
I do.
I love it.
It's my precious baby.
Hey, thanks for joining us here on Later with Jason Suel. Remember, you can find us out there on your social media platforms. Send us an email at laterwithjasonsuel.com. And before we leave, we've got to make sure to thank our guests, our amazing friends from the Bentonville Film Festival.
And don't forget Jason Willems for these fantastic margaritas.
Absolutely. And Jamie Lou and the Hullabaloo. May the 4th be with you. Happy Cinco de Mayo. See you later, alligator.
After a while, crocodile.
Let's drink.